Mega Goal 3 First Term. Unit 1. 2 is better than 1. Listen and discuss. Done by Mr. Mohammed Anbar. Goals of Lesson. 01 Name some famous couples in history. 02 Listen for specific information. 03 Answer some questions about the text. 04 Match the words with the correct meaning. 05 Mention an Islamic couple who made a difference. Warm up. What all these pictures have in common. They all contain 2 persons help each other. Warm up. According to the pictures, can you fill in space to get the title of our unit? The title of our unit is 2 is better than 1. Open book pages 6 and 7. Listen and discuss. Open book pages 6 and 7. 1. Listen and discuss. 1. Name some famous husbands and wives from history. Tell the most legendary story you know of a famous couple. 2. Read the texts about some famous marriages from history. Do you think their marriage made it easier for them to achieve certain goals? Marie and Pierre Curie, 1894 to 1906. Maria Sklodowska was born in Warsaw in 1867. She was the daughter of a secondary school teacher. She studied in local schools and received some training in science from her father. Because women were not able to attend university in Poland in the 19th century, Maria left Poland to study at a French university in 1891, now known by the French name Marie. She worked hard in a laboratory that was owned by Pierre Curie. Pierre Curie was born in Paris in 1859. He received his early education at home and then joined the Faculty of Sciences at the Sorbonne. He was promoted to professor in 1900. Marie and Pierre Curie got married in 1895, although poor. They were devoted to each other and their research. Their studies of radioactive substances were carried out under difficult conditions. Their laboratory facilities were hardly adequate and they had to do a lot of teaching to earn a living. In 1898, the couple discovered the elements polonium and radium. They eventually won the Nobel Prize for Physics in 1903 for the discovery of radioactivity. When Pierre died in 1906, Marie honored his memory by continuing their work. In 1911, Marie Curie won another Nobel Prize, this time for chemistry. She was the first person to win the Nobel Prize twice. Anita and Giuseppe Garibaldi. 1839 to 1849. Giuseppe Garibaldi was a leader in the struggle for Italian unification and independence. When Garibaldi was exiled from Italy, he fled to South America, where he lived for 12 years and fought in another struggle for independence. This time for the independence of Uruguay from Argentina. While in Brazil, Garibaldi married Anita Ribeiro, a young woman from Laguna, a small town in southern Brazil. As husband and wife, the two traveled everywhere together. It was known that Anita even accompanied her husband to battles. However, on August 4, 1849, Anita, pregnant and sick, died in Garibaldi's arms. Garibaldi never did get over his grief at Anita's death. Over a decade later, he was still grieving, when he first went to meet the king of a unified Italy, wearing one of her scarves. Quick check. A. Vocabulary. Match each word to its meaning. 1. _______ devoted A. Bringing together. 2. ________ exiled B. ran away. 3. ______ fled C. dedicated. 4. ______ grieving D. famous. 5. ______ legendary E. forced to leave one's native country. 6. ______ unification F. mourning. B. comprehension. Answer the questions about the marriages from history. 1. Why did Marie Curie leave Poland after school? 2. Why were conditions difficult for Marie and Pierre Curie? 3. Which discovery made them famous? 4. How many Nobel Prizes did they win? When? 5. Where did Giuseppe Garibaldi go after he fled Italy? What happened to him there? 6. Was Garibaldi's campaign in Italy finally successful? 2. Pair work. Discuss historically famous people with your partner. Choose a person who has changed the world for the better. Explain to your partner why you selected the person. Listen and discuss. 1. Name some famous husbands and wives from history. Tell the most legendary story you know of a famous couple. 2. Read the texts about some famous marriages from history. Do you think their marriage made it easier for them to achieve certain goals? Listen and discuss. Books open 6 to 7. What famous marriages are discussed on these pages? Anita and Giuseppe Garibaldi. Listen and discuss. Books open 6 to 7. What famous siblings are discussed? Orville and Wilbur Wright. Listen and discuss. Books open 6 to 7. Do you think their close relationship made it easier for them to achieve certain goals? Yes, it is.
Where did Mary and Pierre meet? In a laboratory in France. What did they discover together? The elements polonium and radium. How were the Wright brothers? Inventors and aviation pioneers. Why were they famous? They built and flew the first successful airplane. What did their homemade wind tunnel help them do? Design and build the most efficient wings and propellers that had ever been made. What do these dates refer to? The dates of each couple's marriage. What do these dates refer to? Their years of birth and death.
B. Comprehension. Answer the questions about the marriages from history. 1. Why did Marie Curie leave Poland after school? 2. Why were conditions difficult for Marie and Pierre Curie? 3. Which discovery made them famous? 4. How many Nobel Prizes did they win? When? 5. Where did Giuseppe Garibaldi go after he fled Italy? What happened to him there? 6. Was Garibaldi's campaign in Italy finally successful? Answer. 1. Because women were not able to attend university in Poland. 2. They had to work long hours in order to earn a living and their laboratory did not have a lot of facilities. 3. The discovery of radioactivity made them famous. 4. They received a Nobel Prize for Physics in 1903 and Marie Curie won another Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 1911. 5. They focused on developing a reliable pilot control system, rather than more powerful engines. 6. They gained mechanical skills by working with bicycles, motors, and other machinery in their shop. 7. They developed their skills as pilots by testing gliders. Quick check EQ. A. Vocabulary. Match each word to its meaning. 1. C devoted A. Bringing together. 2. E exiled B. Ran away. 3. _____B___ fled C. Dedicated. 4. _____F___ grieving D. Famous. 5. _____D___ legendary E. Forced to leave one's native country. 6. _____A___ unification F. Mourning. 1 minutes. Mention an Islamic couple who made a difference.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الأخلاء يومئذ بعضهم لبعض عدو إلا المتقين. صدق الله العظيم.